Cardiovascular disease has long been in our midst. Globally, 9.6 million deaths among men were due to cardiovascular disease in 2019. Similarly, this disease killed 8.9 million women around the world in that same year. People aged between 30 to 70 years old are mostly impacted by heart disease. China tops the list of the number of deaths from heart disease, continued by India, Russia, United States, and Indonesia. Heart disease has modifiable and non-modifiable risk factors. Non-modifiable risk factors include age and family history. Modifiable risk factors consist of poor diet, lack of physical activity, stress, obesity, diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, smoking, alcohol, and air pollution. When you breathe in polluted air, it can damage your blood vessels and impact your heart's electrical system. Hello everyone, I'm Vivian Benjamin. I'm a registered nurse, registered nutritionist, and the founder of Nutrition Takes. Today, in Nutrition Takes video channel, I'm going to talk to you about heart health, supporting the central part of your body. Cardiovascular disease is actually a broad term. Do you know how many types of cardiovascular disease is out there? Well, there are 4 types of cardiovascular disease. Number 1, coronary heart disease, which includes angina, myocardial infarction or heart attack, and heart failure. Number 2, stroke. Number 3, peripheral arterial disease. And number 4, aortic disease. So now that you know how many types of cardiovascular disease is out there, I'm going to talk a little bit about the heart. The cardiovascular system is separated into 2. The circulatory system, which contains the heart and blood vessels, and the lymphatic system, lymph nodes and lymph vessels. The heart pumps blood into 2 anatomically separate systems of blood vessels, which are the pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation. The pulmonary circulation pumps blood from the right side of the heart to the lungs, whereas the systemic circulation pumps blood from the left side of the heart into all parts of the body. The circulatory system is important to provide an uninterrupted blood flow to your cells. The lymphatic system is part of the immune system in the body, although it is still complementary to the cardiovascular system. The human heart is a hollow, muscular organ situated in the center of the thorax. It inhabits the space between the lungs and the diaphragm. Your heart weighs about 300 grams. Nevertheless, the size is influenced by age, gender, the extent of physical activity, body weight, and heart disease. The heart is known to pump blood and oxygen to the lungs and all parts of the body. It is composed of 3 layers: pericardium, myocardium, and endocardium. When you talk about heart disease, where does it all start? It starts in your heart and blood vessels. Poor diet leads to lipid or plaque building up in the arteries, inherently causing narrow arteries. When your arteries get clogged, blood that carries oxygen and nutrients to the heart muscles gets interrupted. This leads to the death of the tissues in the muscles. As a result, people are diagnosed with coronary heart disease. However, at times, heart damage can be due to dysfunction in heart electrical impulses, inflammation, valve disease, blood disorders, infections, and congenital, which are presented at birth. To manage your heart health, you need to support your blood health. Most people around the world have anemic problem or low hemoglobin. Therefore, we need to manage our hemoglobin level with a proper diet and supplements. Having a good blood flow to transport nutrients and oxygen is essential for your body. Remember, the heart transports blood throughout the body, so if it's impacted, your other parts of the organ will get damaged as well. So now that you know a little bit about your heart, I'm going to share with you on how you can support your heart from the inside. Nutrition. As you and I know, a poor diet leads to many diseases that affect the body. Only food has the power to either damage the body or heal the body. All praise goes to the Mediterranean diet, which has proven to be beneficial not only for heart health but also for overall well being. The diet is rich in fruits and vegetables, unsaturated fats or healthy fats, and whole grains. The Mediterranean diet has become very popular in the medical and nutrition industry. Many healthcare professionals are encouraging people to consume this diet. Let's explore further into this diet. What is the Mediterranean diet? It is actually a traditional eating pattern among the Mediterranean populations during the 50s and 60s of the 20th century. It consists of low consumption of meat such as beef, pork, and lamb. They were only reserved for special occasions. A very low consumption of processed meat and whole-fat dairy. A moderate consumption of fermented dairy products. Very high consumption of healthy fats such as olive oil, high consumption of seeds, nuts, legumes, and vegetables, moderate consumptions of fish and seafood, and a moderate consumption of red wine. At that time, the Mediterranean people used to consume a variety of food that is locally grown. They use extra virgin olive oil in their cooking and salads. Extra virgin olive oil and red wine contain several bioactive polyphenols with anti-inflammatory properties. Olive oil, which are unrefined, is attributed to unsaturated fatty acids, which protect your heart. Nowadays, eating healthily proves to be a challenge because we are so busy in our lives. Processed food seems to be a choice for many people, as it doesn't take too much time to prepare it. However, it is not beneficial for your body. My advice: take time to cook with your food in a healthy way and with healthy ingredients. If you're pressed for time, try freezing your food after cooking. If the Mediterranean diet isn't your choice because you may have a certain allergy, health conditions, or other food preferences, you can always talk to a dietitian or nutritionist to support you. So how can you support your heart health from the outside? Number 1. Physical activity. Sedentary behavior and physical inactivity are among the leading cause of heart disease around the world. Recent studies have shown that exercise has the potential to decrease inflammation and improve metabolic health. It reduces the development of type 2 diabetes by improving glucose tolerance and decreasing lipid concentrations. Apart from that, exercising regularly decreases blood pressure, improves myocardial perfusion, blood flow to the heart, and increases high-density lipoprotein cholesterol, or HDL cholesterol. By exercising, you not only keep your body fit, but also have a healthy weight. Obesity is a risk factor contributing to damage to the heart. Number 2. Managing blood pressure, sugar level, and cholesterol level. High cholesterol levels, sugar levels, and blood pressure can all be managed with a diet. Physical activity also helps maintain good levels of cholesterol, glucose, and blood pressure. Most importantly, cutting down on alcohol and smoking is advised to manage these conditions. Number 3. Stress. Recognizing and acknowledging that you are stressed is the first step towards managing your stress level. Stress doesn't directly impact your heart health, but it is linked with negative feelings which causes anxiety. Anxiety affects your heartbeats. Besides that, having lots of stress in your daily life will lead you to practice unhealthy habits such as drinking alcohol, smoking, and consuming food high in fat and sugar, consequently damaging your heart. Number 4. Sufficient sleep. Sleep Sleep loss is common among people worldwide. Not many of us do get quality 7 to 9 hours sleep every day. Nevertheless, recent studies have indicated that sleep deprivation is associated with high blood pressure, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Insufficient sleep increases the heart rate, vasoconstriction of blood vessels, and salt retention, which in turn damages your heart. Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of mortality universally. Many adults and the aged are living with this disease. Primary prevention is always better than secondary prevention. What I mean is, nourishing yourself from the inside and the outside using holistic intervention is essential to prevent developing heart disease. I hope that you can take these bits of advice to inspire you and take charge and boost your heart health.